Really got us into it in the second, to bring it to the 1 point. Obviously disappointing in the third. We didn't execute as much as we want. We had some really good looks, and we shoot 19% from the three. It's pretty hard when you're shooting that. And then the game got away from us. They made some big baskets, and which you expect, bubbles and where to do. And McCarron hit a couple. They pushed it out from 6 to 9, and it kept on going north. So it wasn't a good period for us.
Do you think that sort of the shooting percentages was actually Melbourne pressuring the guys tonight, or were the guys just not making shots?
Yeah, probably all the above. We weren't getting good quality looks, and which is disappointing. So that's something to work on.
Is the softness a bit of a concern? The guys coming out not in the way you want them to.
Yeah, I don't think we came out as aggressive that we wanted to. That's when you start off, 10 points down, it's really you're chasing your tail. And so, instead of being up at half time through that good work from our bench guys coming in and getting the job done, was really to get back to even. And then we just really had no extra push in that third.
I know it would take some roster tinkering and things, but is there any thought about a third import after having a couple losses to Sydney, a loss to Melbourne?
I think if we played really good basketball and got beaten, I think that's what we look at, but we know we didn't play well. So that's something that we got to fix ourselves. We're a much better team than that, and you take the third quarter out, it's a pretty close ball game. Third quarter got pushed out, and that's something that we'll look at.
Trev, how do you turn it around with the road trip that you're on now? Obviously, it's a tough schedule. How do you turn it around quickly?
Well, that's probably 15 games now. That was the worst game that we've played for the year. So we bank on our consistency. We've been pretty consistent up to tonight. Playing, Wildcats basketball. That got away from us in the third quarter. But it's a learning curve as well. I think, last year we came here and won by 30 points, and it didn't really help us at the end of the game. We went south from there. So this is a good test for us, a good a lesson to learn, and hopefully we learn the lesson and get better as a team. Has there been a trend that you've seen over the 3 losses in the last 4 games, or has it been different factors? Yeah, well, different factors. I think the game the other night we should have won. We got a bit sloppy on the defensive end and fouled in too much to send them to the line, and then today we didn't execute. And you can't win too many games when you shoot 19%. We got to have a threat from outside and got to get clean looks. So that's something for us to work on.
Nick, what did the playing group speak about after the game tonight?
We just came together, had a bit of a chat. Pretty much just effort. Doing those little things that the Wildcats organisation is known for. I think effort was, we had patches of effort, which was really good, but we can't wait till a 15 down, 20 down to show that. And that's just about, we're going to have to come out that next game and show that consistently through the 40 minutes. And if we can do that, we'll be right back there.
And what about on the offensive end? How do you look as a playing group to try and correct that and get, I guess, a bit more consistency across the group?
2 different things. One thing I'm just noticing, 13 assists, 15 turnovers. We've got to take care of the ball. That leads to their offensive transition and them getting good shots. And defense we talked about as well after. We've got to be relentless defensively. And if we can do that, that'll spur our offense as well. So we just got to fix a couple little things, and it's a challenge. We've got a couple of games ahead of us that are going to be big challenges, and we've had a few challenges before and we've responded well. It's about how we respond to this one now.
Thanks. Yeah, cheers.